Hi, good people. It's nice to see you once more. And we just want to bring to your attention our Caaly's hair growth kit, which I have with me here today. A lot of you have been asking whether you could buy and use it at home, and also how do you use it. So I figured, you know what, let's make this easy. Let's do a mini tutorial on what is entailed in this entire kit, what each item is used for. The bottom line is you don't have to have all of these products. We customize based on your scalp analysis. We do a custom one-on-one consultation with you. Then we check using a trichoscope, and we can give you a proper diagnosis on what you're dealing with for your hair or your scalp. And that will determine which of all these products you need to either stimulate growth or deal with scalp sensitivity, or whether you have inflammation. Whichever of those conditions you're dealing with for your scalp, we have the solution for you. So to get us started, we have two main shampoos. We have the growth stimulating shampoo, we have the deep cleansing shampoo, we have other shampoos in stock, but for this kit, these are the two main ones. This is specifically our hair growth kit, full range. So these are the two main shampoos, the hair growth shampoo and the deep cleansing shampoo. Should you have either a scalp infection or inflammation, we have an anti-dandruff shampoo also, and we have a neem shampoo that will help to sort out those other issues. So that, again, like I told you, will determine how we customize your products for you. This is a clarifying shampoo. It has apple cider vinegar, which helps to balance scalp pH and restore balance to your scalp. This one has rosemary, it has coffee, it has so many awesome ingredients that help to work together with your scalp to stimulate growth and to support creating an environment on your scalp that will soothe and support the growth of the hair. Once you have cleansed your hair, then you can start the treatments. However, there's a particular treatment, this one, the scalp exfoliating treatment. This, you don't need to start cleansing. This is a pre-shampoo treatment. So if on the days, and it is done every 6 to 8 weeks, it's not a weekly routine, it's not a monthly routine, you do it every 6 to 8 weeks. And when you're doing the exfoliation of your scalp, it supports removing of dead skin, removing of buildup, and it enhances absorption of products way better, because now there's no barrier interfering with the absorption of products. So we have two main types of exfoliating mix, and I will just show you what we have. It comes in a package like this, but we have salts. This is for people with locks, dreadlocks or sister locks, and we also have a herbal mixture. So it is these salts mixed with additional herbs that support cleansing, clarifying of the skin, as well as it has neem in it, so it has antimicrobial properties. I'll just show you later how to do this too. And then after you have exfoliated, it usually goes very well with a detox shampoo, detox treatment. We will also show you, this is how our package here at Caaly looks like. I will also demonstrate what this goes with. Or something I forgot to mention, for the exfoliation, you can either mix it with neem oil, or you can mix it with hot oil treatment. However, so these have already been infused with essential oils, and you can just mix it with any oil of your choice, and it supports, the oil helps with reducing friction on the scalp and minimizing damage to the scalp. So it's very good to make a paste with oil, not with water, because it has salts and the salts will dissolve in water. Then, like I was saying, a detox treatment can be best mixed with this particular mixture. This is a neem extract, neem with aloe vera extract. So you can use your aloe vera gel, whether it is store-bought or you can plant aloe veras, then you extract the gel. That's a video for another day. We'll show you how to extract aloe vera gel from your plants. And that This combo goes really well. Antimicrobial properties. This one has activated charcoal, which binds toxins from your scalp, clarifies your scalp, and reduces chances of inflammation, reduces the risk also of recurrent dandruff, and really is very effective coming after a detox treatment. Again, I will demonstrate how that is done. The next one is our scalp healing treatment. Again, if you notice, let me just mention, all these have different colors and different textures. So it's very easy to know what it is. However, the labels have been made really nice. You have your instructions at the back. At the front, you have a clear labeling of what treatment you're working on that time. So for our scalp healing treatment, it has been made with a blend of herbs, seeds, and other botanical ingredients that support minimizing inflammation, number one, soothing the scalp, and reducing the risks of scalp issues. And that is why it is healing to the scalp. Your hair is only as good as the quality of your scalp and the quality of your follicles. And this is magical because it targets those roots to repair them, so then your body can stop focusing on repair and start supporting and stimulating growth and building volume, and of course retaining your length. This particular product, we like to mix it with our Moisture Blast leave-in treatment, but you could as well use water to make these pastes. However, when you put it with something like this conditioner, it has DHT blocking properties, and it's also a leave-in, but you can use it to rinse off. It just makes the application quite easy. And then right here we have our strengthening mix. Sometimes we lose hair because it doesn't have enough keratin, it doesn't have enough protein, and it is not strong enough to stay long enough before it goes into telogen phase. So what this treatment does, it strengthens your cuticles and also supports volume, the thickness of the strand itself, and it minimizes breakage. This blend is made, you can use it as a tea for those who have locks. Don't put paste on the scalp, just make a herbal tea like this, and then either spray or pour it on the scalp, cover with a shower cap, or go into a steaming cup and then remove after 15 to 20 minutes. This strengthening mix, I love mixing it with mala. Mala is fermented milk because of probiotics. It really activates the products or the blend that is in this strengthening mix. And then you could also use Moisture Blast. This can also pair very well with this one in case you don't want to add other natural ingredients. You could also use revitalizing treatment, which is this one. However, I prefer using the Moisture Blast or Maziwa Mala or just plain old water. Then our final one, which is my favorite baby for those who are struggling with hair loss, is our growth stimulating treatment. This blend is made with amazing products. Remember, it's natural. It's not like a hair transplant, but trust me, whatever we have mixed here helps to support the stimulation of follicles and also feeding the right nutrients to the roots of your hair, and has shown results. We will show you one of these days the before and after. We'll even have a client coming in to one of our conversations with Caaly. She'll share her story with you guys. This is the magic of it all. It doesn't work independently, it co-works with the rest. They make very great partnerships. If you have inflammation and therefore you're losing hair, then you combine the scalp healing with the growth stimulating. If you're struggling with thinning of your hair and not necessarily hair loss per se, it pairs well with strengthening and growth stimulating. If you're struggling with dandruffs or scalp sensitivity and you're also struggling with buildup, then this particular baby pairs very well with the exfoliation and detox combined together. So we've talked about the masks and the treatments that you need to do. After care, after you have washed your hair, then you come in. If you have hair loss, you need this little baby right here. This is our hair growth elixir. It's a blend of botanical ingredients that are supporting root stimulation, the activation of your nerve tissues, also how your blood flow to the roots. This baby goes very well with our Damarola here. So like you'll check the previous episode where we posted how to use a Damarola. It will give you a great demonstration of how to use all these products that I'm going to mention next. So once you're done the mist is done daily, but the Damarolling is done only once a week. Then you go in, this is the botanical hair mist. This is meant to support the work of the strengthening mix. It has keratin, it has rosemary, it has aloe vera, it has peppermint, and other amazing botanical ingredients, including rice protein and hydrolyzed keratin protein. All those support the formation and building and strengthening of the hair. Then after that, you go in with our hair growth oil. These are best done in the evening and this done in the morning. Depending with your needs, we will tell you whether to use daily, every other day, once a week, or maybe even twice a week. So depending on your needs, it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of solution. These are customized to your particular need so that you can get the results you're looking for. And then finally, you finish off with a hair and scalp massager. This one is called an intelligent head massager. Why? Because it also has UV light, which I demonstrated in the previous episode. And this is how it comes on. You see, you just switch on this button at the top and then you get the light. So the massaging mechanism works, but also you get the UV light that supports hair growth at the end of the day. During washing, you could get accessories like this. This is a scalp massager as well. Use it to massage your scalp while you're in the shower with the shampoo or while you're on the sink with the shampoo. All this mechanical stimulation and all these botanical topical ingredients work together to support hair growth. So now I will quickly demonstrate how to mix each of these ingredients. And the first one that I will use is the clear salts without herbs. This is great for people with a mask. So about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, depending with how long your hair is and also the surface area you're working with. You use that, and then you can add with some neem oil. So when you add the neem oil to it, it forms a very thin paste, and you can get a brush like this. This is also an accessory to have, or clear bowls like this. If you can't get clear bowls, you could use, let me just show you. You could get bowls like this, or even better, get a ball like this. So depending with what you're working with, if your hair is short, then you can get these small balls. If not, get a nice big bowl that can accommodate the quantity that you want to mix. So once it has mixed, it shouldn't be too runny or too oily, just making a thick paste that makes it easy to apply on the scalp. You see, it just drops. It's like making a scrub for your scalp. Then the next one, similar steps, is this other one, the exfoliating salts with the herbs. Again, for this you don't need much, say 1.5 tablespoons. 1.5 tablespoons. If you're having dandruffs and too much buildup, you can use neem oil. If not, you can use the hot oil treatment. Again, we will go in with a brush and mix it in. I find it easier just making this paste. You see, this is a bit runny, and the herbs help to make the paste a bit better. However, this herbs sometimes can remain with a residue on your scalp. That's why it's important to either leave the hair to dry, then brush the herbs out of your scalp and your hair, or you could blow dry, and that will also like push out the hair, the residue, the herbal residue from your scalp. Then the next product that I want to demonstrate is the detox treatment. This detox treatment, you need about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. You need 2 tablespoons because it is going not just on the scalp but also on the hair. And this one, I will just use this particular extract that we had made. This is aloe vera and neem, like I had told you before. This helps to make the paste a bit thicker and still keeping it as potent as possible. So you just stir that in and it forms a runny kind of paste. With this particular mixture, you need to leave a little of the liquid. Whatever liquid you choose to mix it with, you need to leave a little behind, because after some time it dries out and you need to add whichever liquid you're using to form the paste, especially if you're using water that are not, if you're using aloe vera gel, it might not dry out, but if you're just using plain water, it might dry out. You want to have a runny paste like this. You don't want to make it too thick. Okay, so this makes it easy for application on the scalp and also on the hair. Then we have another one. We have the scalp healing tea. And for the scalp healing tea, because this one is targeting the scalp, you need at least two of this, just 2 tablespoons. And these are enough to carry you for a long time. Like, the exfoliating mask can go up to 6 months, because remember, you're only using even 8 months, because you're only using it every 6 weeks. And this is a whole 250 grams. This other one, the clear one without the herbs, this is about 500 grams. So it will take you a long time before they clear. Now, this particular one, we are using the Moisture Blast leave-in treatment. You just need to pump just a few pumps. It's basically about a tablespoon or so. And you start mixing that in. Let me just get another brush. You start mixing that in. If you notice the liquid is not enough, for this particular one, add water. I prefer adding some warm water. Just add some warm water and help yourself make a nice thick paste fast. That reduces the powder from going up in the air. You'll notice it will make a very thick paste that doesn't drop. Just add a little more water. No need to add the Moisture Blast treatment. Just add more water until you get a runny. Not very runny, runny but thickish. You see, like mine, I did that intentionally to make it very runny. This is not what you want. You want to make it slightly thicker. And you see, when you make it very runny like that, it forces you to add more of the powder to thicken the paste. You want to come up with a nice thick paste, but not too runny. You know, like when you're making crepes or pancakes, but not very thick, just runny enough to scoop off the bowl and apply to your scalp without it dropping to the floor, but not too thick that it is very difficult to apply. Okay, so there you go. That's the kind of paste you want to make. Again, depending on your scalp, the volume or the surface area that you're going to apply will determine how much of this you need to make. Then we're going to demonstrate how to make we're going to go in with the growth stimulating, the strengthening mix. Oh, see me opening this one, and I have my own. So yeah, here it goes. Again, here you need about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. For this one, 2 heaped tablespoons. And then you're going to go in with your maziwa mala. I've just taken a different brush for this. You're going to first put a little, just a little enough to dissolve the powder. You want to be gentle with your powder. You don't want to inhale this. However, it's all herbs and it's medicinal, so it doesn't harm. So you just keep adding the yogurt little by little, or if it's yogurt, kindly use the probiotic yogurt or the natural yogurt. I prefer using yogurt that does not have sugar in them. Once you have, once you have a thick paste like that, you can add in more yogurt, as much yogurt as you need to. But remember, you don't want a very thin, runny paste. You want to come up with a nice, thick paste. This goes both to the roots and the strands of your hair. The strengthening mix. Okay, so this is thick. You can apply it at this point, or you could still add some yogurt, make it a little bit thinner, which is what I prefer always, because the thinner it is, the better it is for application, especially if you have dense hair. Remember, you're applying from the roots to the strands of the hair. Again, this is the consistency that I want you to have. This makes a great consistency. Maybe I should just put each one in front of the ones we have just mixed. Yep, this is detox. I know this is a different bowl, but we could just have that there. Then finally, let's mix our growth stimulating mix. Here you want to have the paste. Again, 2 to 3 tablespoons, sometimes even 1. If you have short cut hair, you just put 1 tablespoon. If your hair is very short. If your hair is slightly longer, you might need to add a little more of the powder. Then we'll go in with our revitalizing treatment. I'll just use my brush here to scoop out some revitalizing treatment. That's about 1.5 tablespoons, say 3 teaspoons. You don't need too much. Similar to the Moisture Blast leave-in treatment, you don't need too much of this. Then you can start mixing in. If you realize it's becoming too thick, this is just to avoid the powder from escaping. You see, now we have a very thick paste. Again, go in with some water. Add a little at a time. I don't want to show you like the other one how runny it can get, because I don't want to add any more powder to it. Okay. You see? There you go. You could apply it like that. However, this is too thick for me. Sorry for the mess. I'm going to clear that up in a minute. Let me just clear that. I like a clean working surface. Okay. So just put a little more water. Very little. Okay. And make sure you're getting that runny paste. Not very runny again. You know, I might repeat the runny and you'd say, oh, but you said very runny. I don't really mean very runny paste. This is the consistency we are looking for. This is targeted to the root. So it doesn't have to go to the hair, because what are we doing? We're stimulating growth. So you don't need so much of this. And there you go. These are all our herbal treatments, and together they work to help you have stronger, healthier hair. Thank you.